Good morning, everybody. Let's have a look at Bitcoin then, shall we? We'll try and make it short and quick. I know it's a Sunday. We've got better things to do than sit around looking at charts. So it's much the same as yesterday. We've got this rising wedge formation. You can already see that today we've moved up to the top of the range, and with that comes a rejection. We've seen these rejections, very, very often. Big one here, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 today. It's normally the case that the more times you push a resistance, the more likely it is to break. But these formations have a habit of breaking down. They're more likely to break down. But in its defense, you've got the Bollinger Band center and the 21 exponential at the bottom of the range here as well, which gives it decent support. So if we do sweep down towards the bottom of this area, it's like $98,000. That kind of area should get support from there. But because of this formation, it's more likely to break down. Doesn't mean it will, but it's more likely. They often do break down. And because the support is the Bollinger Band and the 21, if you do lose this area with a candle body on a daily, then yeah, you do target significantly lower areas, probably at this point now at 290,000, which is your 50 exponential, or maybe a bit lower than that over a bit more time. But right now we're still in the formation, and in all fairness, we're above most, if not all, moving averages on all time frames. So we give it, I suppose, if we take the formation away, just to take away that sort of idea, then you're like, all right, well, it's trying and it's doing its best. I think it has a good chance to break out, and it does. But it's the risk to reward on something like this is not incredible. We're thinking about it more in terms of if it can go up or if it can remain bullish, or so long as it doesn't go bearish, it gives everybody else a chance. Now, if we were to break out, you can measure the move. Let's just say it broke out today. That takes you up to roughly around $112,000. That's what the measured move would be. And then from there, we'd probably be expecting a pullback. So that would be the measured move, $112,000. That's pretty bullish. You've got to love that, right? But I don't know if it's ready to do that yet. It might do, it might not. I don't know. The odds are in favor of it being semi-bullish, so long as it's above this $98,000 zone. As soon as you close below $98,000, the measured move to the downside becomes real. And, I think at that point we'll be looking for a real consolidation. So first thing, if we were to do that, that takes you down to the 50 simple moving average, actually. It's just a coincidence, I'm sure, but it does, and that measures down to 88,700. And then at that point, you probably see a dead cat bounce, or a bounce, and then a lower high, and then blah, 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 blah. I don't really favour that any more than I favour this. So by that, what I'm saying is, this isn't really a situation where I'm, looking to stick my neck out in either direction. If it goes up, so be it. Obviously, I've got Bitcoins, I can relax. If it goes down, no big deal. I've got cash. I can think about buying lower. But right this very moment, on a Sunday, nah. It's not that appealing to me. But there is a breakout trade in one way or another, and it does measure out relatively large. And like I say, give or take, we're talking about a 10% move, up or down from this kind of range. So either 112 to the up, or 88, 89 to the down. But we're still fanning around in the formation, so we'll see. So there's a bit of confusion yesterday. I was making that video about Ethereum to Bitcoin on the weekly and monthly chart. A couple of people said to me, I don't understand you. You talking about how things could go down in value, but now you're talking about how things can go up in value. I don't understand. So you've got short-term time frames, I suppose 4 hourly to dailies, and you've got higher-term time frames being weeklies to monthlies. Yesterday's videos was more or less weeklies to monthly, and not only that, it was on Ethereum to the Bitcoin pair, so it wasn't even measuring it against dollars. You could even see Ethereum to BTC go up as dollar prices go down. That is a possibility. And because I'm talking about a monthly, I'm not projecting, for tea time on Sunday night. That's not. By the time you've finished your roast chicken, we should have reached X amount. That's not what I was talking about. I was saying that there's significant bullish divergence on that Ethereum to Bitcoin pair. We'll just have a quick look at it now. And with that, on the higher term time frame, suggests a change of behaviour is coming to a chart near you soon. We also were looking at the weekly and the monthly and the daily, and all of across the board, it all looks reasonably good. So it's not about me saying it's going to break out tomorrow. By the time you finish watching this video, thou shall be rich. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about change of behaviour, change of momentum, shifting of momentum on a chart, which really could at some point just rocket straight up. You could maybe call this a cupping handle and looking to see a bounce form any minute now, which could take you all the way up to here, which would be a serious move. That would be like if you put one Bitcoin into Ethereum now, you'd be looking to double it. And again, I put some money into Ethereum just a couple of days ago. While I looked at that, I was like, okay, I'll tell you what, I might have bought the top, but I don't think I've bought the Bitcoin top. If anything, I've bought quite close to what could be the low, which means that those Ethereums should double against their Bitcoin pairs, regardless of what their tether pairs suggest. So there is a difference. So what I spoke about just today at the beginning of this video, that's what is considered to be relatively short-term timeframes with USDT pairs. What I spoke about yesterday and what I'm talking about now is higher-term timeframes against the Bitcoin pairing. All right. So it's very different strategy, very different time frame. The two do contradict as me saying I think this is going up and I think that's going down, but actually when you think about what price action does, even on a minute to minute, if you can imagine this, someone's doing a live stream, right? Someone's doing a live stream right now. Okay, it's going to go down, but you said it was going to go up. Yeah, that was a minute ago. Now it's going to go up, but you said it was going to go down. Yeah, that was 2 minutes ago. What's going on now? I think it's going to go up, but you said it was going to go down. Yeah, that was a minute ago. You can't live your life like that. You've got to really think about different time frames and understand the difference between it. All right. If you're looking at this and somebody's, you get what I'm talking about, right? Different time frames, different charts, different perspectives, different setups, different strategies. Not everything is the same. All right. Not everything is the same. Right. That's it. I'll leave it with you there. I've got stuff to do. Right. I hope you have a nice day. I think we'll just have to see which way Bitcoin wants to break. Either way, I've got skin in the game, but altcoin's not particularly low enough for me to go crazy on. Bitcoin, not really confident in either direction while in that formation, so wait for the break. Right, thanks for watching. Take it easy.